Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Serena if you guys are new here, and yes, I am holding Binding 13. I was just updating the first of probably 6 or 7 reading vlogs for this series. So I was just talking about this book and that, so that's why I'm still holding it. But hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be reading 2 books. We're going to be finishing Binding 13. I am 60% through it at this point. And then we're also going to be decreasing my Libby holds. I have a whole bunch of stuff in Libby that I've kind of been neglecting because I've been reading this and I've just been busy. So I need to decrease some stuff, starting off strong with delivering a book later because I just don't have time to read this right now and I do want to read it. So in 3 days, 9 Month Contract is due by Amy Dawes. So that is the other book we're going to be listening to this week, and that way I can mark that as done. I have an arc for book 2 that I'm really trying to get to as soon as possible because if you watched, I think it was the either TBR video or last week's reading vlog, I've been talking a lot about wanting to increase my NetGalley score. And in order to do that, there's some books that I need to read the first book and then get into the second book, or in some cases I need to reread probably 5 books and then read the next 4 books and then finish the last book. I'm referring to the Addicted Calloway Sister series. I have Long Way Down and Some Kind of Perfect, or maybe just Some Kind of Perfect, in my NetGalley, and in order to get there I have a lot of books that I need to read before then. But I'm also thinking about doing a reread of that series because I haven't read the first book in probably like 2 years. And it's kind of crazy to say that, like how has it already been 2 years? To put it into perspective, I read Kiss the Sky a year and a half ago, which is like, how? Like time flies so fast. So yeah, the goal is to get the NetGalley score up, but I can't do that until I read some other books that come before those books. So yeah, we're just gonna make the time and we're gonna get reading done this week. If I can get one more book done this week, it would probably be Play With Me by Becca Mack, which is book 2 in the Playing for Keeps series, I think. The audiobook for it is due in 4 days. So realistically, I need to start it. Today's Monday, on Wednesday. It's due in 4 days. I can probably bang it out in 2 because those books are really fast to read. It's just like, I call them popcorn books because you can just like read and read and read and you don't realize like how much you're getting done because it's just a quick read. So yeah, that's this week. I am excited to wrap up this book, listen to some audiobooks, and just have a good reading week. This week doesn't look as busy as it was last week, which is going to help tremendously to get some reading done, some books checked off my list, and decrease the TBR, which is always the goal. So I'm going to actually get to some editing. I have about a half hour left, I think, of my lunch break at this point. So I'm going to do about 25 minutes of editing, eat something, eat another snack of some sort. I haven't really been in a mood to eat much of anything, so I just had a snack. I should probably have like one more. And then I have to jump back into a meeting until from 1:30 to 4:30. So all day, booked and busy, but it's gonna be good. I'm gonna get a lot of reading done tonight. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. So I will talk to you guys later tonight. Hello you guys, happy Tuesday. I listened to a little bit of a different book. Instead of Binding 13 this morning, I listened to 9 Month Contract by Amy Dawes. And if you don't know what this book is about, it's about 3 brothers, but one specifically. And the 3 brothers live up in the mountains in Colorado. And they're basically like off-grid, like mountain men. And the one brother wants to have a kid, but does not want to deal with the woman side of that. He just wants to have a kid, so he's looking for a surrogate. And his niece, yeah, I'm making sure I get the family connections right. His niece puts out a Craigslist ad looking for women to fill this position for him, which I find to be so funny. And right now, I'm only 2% into it, but that is what the book is about. And right now, I think we're about to see the niece start interviewing people, or at least get the ad out there for women to like apply for this job, which is really funny to me. And I'm liking the book already. I'm only 2% in, but I'm finding it really funny. So I listened to a little bit of that, and then Today I am forcing myself not to pick up Binding 13 while I'm sitting here on my lunch break, because if I pick it up, that's the only thing that I'm going to do the rest of the day is finish that book. I have about 3 hours left of it. I'm at the 80% mark, and wrapping it up is going to be rather interesting. So that's an after work activity. I'm also waiting for last week's weekly vlog to export. That's why I'm kind of just like sitting here putzing around, but I do have to get back to work. My break is just about over. My internet the last couple of days has been not good. Not good at all. So these exports are taking a bit longer than normal, and my work laptop is okay-ish, but it's really not holding a connection for very long. My regular computer is just on and off with the internet connection. So I'm struggling in the tech department the last couple of days, but all is good. We're getting stuff done still. Thankfully, I really don't need an internet connection to read. If I did, I could just pick up the physical book, but this has been okay. So it's got my activity in there and all that stuff. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna head back to work now, aka just move from my bed to my desk. I try not to sit at my desk when I'm on my lunch break, because then I actually do end up doing work when it's supposed to be my break. So I always try to sit here, sit downstairs. Sometimes I'll go to the gym. Most of the time I go to the gym, but today I've been kind of bad and not having breakfast. So my lunch break has been my first meal, and I'm not the type of person to eat a meal and then go straight to the gym. I need to digest. So hopefully if this rain ever stops, I can go for a walk outside. Otherwise I might go on the walking pad later, because I need to move. I need to get some movement in. So I will talk to you guys when I talk to you later tonight while we're cooking, reading, and all of that. On this episode of Another Day, Another Book Mail Package, y'all, I promise you, this does not happen all the time. I really just think it's because everybody had put their surveys out at the same time, and everybody's sending their stuff at the same time. So this is from Macmillan, and this looks fun. It's called Steal My Breath Away by Sarah Castile. Looks pretty good. I mean, that cover is really pretty. And the back, ooh, fun. Okay. Oh wait, there's a book 1. Don't Miss Sky and Dante's Story in Haven Crest U. Is that a book 1? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It doesn't say. But I'm assuming so, since it's already printed on the back. Anyway, it says emotions run high, but the tempo thrums higher as music, heat, and angst collide between a singer and her bodyguard. If you like bodyguard stories, this might be your new next 5-star. It comes out June 17th. So shout out to, oh, it's kind of like glossy. This is from Bramble, their imprint. I don't know. I like the glossy finish of the letters. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on, oh yeah, there you go. You can see it on camera. I guess Bramble is an imprint of Macmillan. I guess so. I just want to see what this is here. So it says it's for fans of Anna Huang's Twisted Games and Catherine Center's The Bodyguard. Well, that's fun and exciting. Oh, I'm looking forward to reading this. This was a nice little surprise. Oh, I do remember possibly maybe requesting this, because I thought the author's like work history was so interesting to me. So she is the author of over 20 romance novels. Wow. A former bouncer, radio DJ, librarian, historian, and lawyer. She's done a little bit of everything. That's why I remembered that I had possibly requested this, because I was like, wow, her bio sounds really interesting. She lives on Vancouver Island with her lively and energetic family. Oh, I'm so excited to read this. Okay, June 17th, people. Check your nearest bookstore near you. Your nearest bookstore near you. A bookstore near you for this book. So that's a little bit of book mail that we have for today. I just got an email to submit July requests already, and I'm like, we're not even halfway through June. I don't need to do that yet. but I do actually have to submit it by this weekend. I got an hour of work left, but I don't want to work. I just got out of a meeting and my brain is fried, majorly fried. I've got to do at least another half hour, but it really should be an hour. If I do a half hour now, a half hour later, I'm not going to want to come back on and work later. So I will just do an hour now, and I'll see you guys on the flip side of that. Hello, weekly vlog. I haven't been able to talk to you guys much, if at all, today. I spent the whole day working. I was outside. I also did have a bit of a migraine, so I took a nap after work, and now I'm wired because it's midnight and I am not tired whatsoever. I started Keeping 13, so we did finish Binding 13, and I went to Barnes & Noble today. I didn't get to vlog any of it because we're kind of like in a rush, and Barnes & Noble was like a last minute edition. I picked up the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Binding 13. Look at this spine. How like gorgeous is that? I wanted to get this sooner, but I told myself I have to read book 1, and if I absolutely love book 1, then I can get the special edition. Because if I was gonna read book 1 like 4 stars or less, I probably wouldn't have picked this up. Honestly, I would have just kept like my original one, but I loved book 1, and now I have this one, and I want every special edition, every cover. I want the UK covers. The series is just so good. I am about 50 pages into Keeping 13, and oof, it just picks right up where we left off in book 1, and it's gonna be great. Right now my heart hurts. My heart hurts a lot for these characters and this, what they have to go through, and it's just messy, and I know there's going to be a happy ending at some point, but we're not going to get that for a very long time. So I'm nervous but excited to be reading these books back to back to back. What I do with this series, and it's a very bad habit, I'm really trying to break it, is I read book 1, then I like go read something else, then I come back and read book 2, then I'll read like 2 other books. Like it takes me a long time to get through a series, so I'm trying going forward to just like plow through and just read the whole series at once and have that be my TBR for the month. So far I'm sticking to it. I think it just takes a really good series and good habits to make that work. So I'm gonna get to reading, gonna do the reading, gonna do the thing, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully tomorrow I can get some more vlog clips for you guys and not just leave you high and dry like I did today and partially yesterday. So yeah, who knows how late I'm gonna be up, because I'm like, let's go, let's do something. Like my body's just thinking it's time to rock and roll when it's really time to sleep. So yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early. Well, probably not bright and early, but I'll see you guys in the morning. Hello, you guys. I have a reading update, and for once, it is not a Boys of Tommen reading update. Is actually 9-Month Contract by Amy Dawes. I am 40% into it. It's such an interesting book. I'm 41% into it. So we have 3 brothers that live on this mountain, and I can see the next couple of books being like the brothers' love stories. Why am I drawing a blank on what our main character's name is? Wyatt. Wyatt wants to be a single dad, and he wants to have a kid. He does not want to have a wife. So his brother's daughter, Everlyn, I forget what her actual name is right now, but she puts out a Craigslist listing and is looking for people to be the surrogate mom for this baby, and that Craigslist ad is not going well. The women that are applying, Wyatt's not bonding with, so Wyatt doesn't want to be with them. Everly is like, you know what? I'm going to go to the office that keeps denying Wyatt a surrogate. And then there she bumps into Trista. Trista is looking to be a surrogate because she needs extra money to, I think, just pay some bills and get an apartment or whatever. So she bumps into Trista, and then she just asks Trista, hey, do you want to do this for my uncle? And Trista's like, actually, that is a good idea. I don't have any experience though, but I would love to do it. So then Trista and Wyatt go on like a interview date kind of situation, and they actually click, and then they're like, all right, you know what, let's try this out. We're at the point now where Trista is pregnant with the child that will be Wyatt's at the end of this 9-month contract, which is where the title comes from. And basically Wyatt can't help himself, but he's being the provider, making sure that Trista's taken care of, that she's comfortable, that she's just in good condition to have this baby. And Trista's like, bro, I can just do it myself, like I'm okay, whatever. We don't really get any insight into like whether they're gonna end up as a couple or not, which I find to be kind of interesting. That's probably gonna come towards the end of the book. I mean, I'm only 40% into it. I'm on chapter 25, and I'm trying to like speed through this audiobook without, like, while still paying attention, not just speed through it to get it done. I still want to pay attention because I want to give you guys reading updates. But the audiobook is due at like 11 p.m. tonight back to the library. So I'm really trying to finish the audiobook, or at least get through as much as this is possible before I have to return it. But I do have the physical book, so I can always just finish it with the physical book. The edges are so cool. So we have the like plaid here, and then the top and the bottom are like little moose reindeer. They look like reindeer. So yeah, pretty good. He is more of, Wyatt's definitely grumpy, but I wouldn't consider this like a grumpy sunshine meetup. I would just consider this like he just wants to do it his way, and he's gonna be stubborn the whole way through and like deny the fact that he wants to care for her. So that's where I'm up to in this book, and I am enjoying it. It's pretty funny. It's a good time. I'm excited for book 2, which comes out next week. And when you guys are watching this video, it'll probably be out by then, which is also very exciting. So that's my reading update. I'm gonna get back into this because I have 4 hours and 21 minutes left, and it's due back in 7 hours. So gotta finish it strong. I will probably be listening to it up until like it's literally due, because I do have Bible study tonight, so there's gonna be a period of time where I'm not listening to it. So gonna listen to it now, listen to it after work, and then hopefully listen to it before it expires. Good morning, you guys. Hold on, I need to move. I feel like I'm all twisted here. I'm not like facing the camera, I'm like facing the side because I was about to read. I feel like we have not nearly talked enough this week, and I just woke up, so don't mind my hair. I know I say this like every single vlog. I forget to check it before I turn on the camera. I just woke up a couple minutes ago, and I'm sure you can hear the torrential downpour that is happening outside. You guys are right by the windows, so I'm sure you can hear it, but I have a mic on, so you'll probably hear me, not the rain. Good morning. I feel like the last few days I've just been like working and out of the house and not reading and talking to you guys about what I'm reading and what I'm doing. So yeah, let's catch up a little bit. Let's catch up. I know this is the weekly vlog, but we're gonna catch up on the reading stuff too, because why not? And I want to talk to you guys about that. I am trying to fix this one post-it that's gone rogue here. I am about 18% or 20% through Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is book 2 in the Boys of Tommen universe. I got lots of tabs going. This is gonna be a tab heavy book. You can't really see them right now, but you can kind of, I guess you can kind of see them. But yeah, I'm not really very far into this book. I think on chapter, I'm reading it on my Kindle because I've been doing a lot of the reading that I'm doing this week, like at night. So I'm on chapter 21, and then what I've been doing is I've been reading chunks on the Kindle and then moving like my annotations. So I'll highlight on the Kindle, which actually I'm learning I don't like to do. I don't know, there's just something about the Kindle ecosystem and how it handles highlighting that I don't love. The only thing I do like about it is that the page numbers in Kindle ebooks, and I don't know if this is true for the Kobo too, I'd have to try it. At least on the Kindle, the page numbers are the same as the book. So if I'm on page like 101 in the ebook, I'm also on page 101 in the book. So that's been nice, and it's easier to find my highlights that way. But other than that, I don't love reading on this anymore. I really don't. And then the other book that I'm reading, oh, let me keep talking about Keeping 13 first. So at this point in Keeping 13, there's still a lot of family stuff going on with Shannon and her brothers, and Shannon has been reunited with one of her brothers, and they are with Johnny now, and their dad is still out there somewhere, which makes me very anxious that they don't know where he is. He can return at any moment, and they do have like what's considered a restraining order against the dad right now, but it's only temporary until they go to court. And I'm afraid that he's not going to show up to court, and this whole thing is going to be dragged out more and more. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm really hoping that I'm wrong and that the situation does get resolved. I just don't know what to expect with this book. I don't know, like, with this universe, does Shannon and Johnny, like, do they end in this book? Like, does their story end? Like, are we getting the ending? And then when I start book 3, like, are we picking up with a brand new timeline and brand new characters? I mean, the characters aren't brand new. We see a lot of Chloe and Gibbsy in this book, and I think they're book 3. But, like, do we still see Johnny and Shannon in the other books? Like, that's what I want to know. I'm assuming yes, but just in, like, a lesser role. But I'm very curious about that. The other book that I'm reading is 9-Month Contract by Amy Dawes, and this is also on Kindle Unlimited. So when I don't want to read the physical book, I've been reading it on my Kindle. And I think we talked about this, the edges. I do remember that, like, the edges are pretty cool. So this book has been really fun so far. It is about Evelyn and Wyatt, and I never remember the main character, the girl main character, her name. It's like Trista, I think. Yeah. So we have 3 brothers that live on a mountain. I think I gave you guys a synopsis. Now that I'm like talking it back, I think I gave you guys a synopsis. So fast forward through the synopsis. At this point, Trista is fulfilling her contract, and Wyatt is just wanting to take care of her and make sure that she's okay. And she's like, no, like, I'm just doing my job here. Like, I don't want you guys to, I don't want you to be caring for me like this. And I could just see, like, Wyatt being the first one to fall for Trista if they end up together. And I just think it's going to be great. So I'm really enjoying this book so far. I think it's very funny. Like, some of the banter back and forth just has me giggling. It's really good. So that's what I'm reading right now. Today, I do have to leave in like 25-30 minutes to head up to my church for a yard sale, indoor yard sale, because it's raining. It's going to rain all day long. And then we have band practice also, so I'll be on both of those today. And then later I have to go to the gym and read, because it's going to rain all day, so I might as well get some reading in. So I'm going to sip on this coffee. I'm going to go update the, specifically Binding 13, Keeping 13, like Boys of Tommen reading vlog, and I will, wow, that voice crack was really something. And I will see you guys when I see you later. Editing Serena here. I just realized, not gonna lie, it's been a month, and just realizing I never wrapped up this video. Never came back and told you guys about my health and fitness plans. Never came back and told you about what I'm reading. Yeah, so we're just gonna end it here, and you'll get all those updates in upcoming videos that I'm actually also working on. So we got a backlog of videos that'll be coming out over the next 2 weeks. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so that way you can know when videos are going live. They'll be going live every couple of days. I'm gonna try to aim for twice a week. So if you subscribe, you'll get those notifications so that way you don't miss a video. And yeah, it's gonna be great. So don't forget to drink your water, be kind, and have a good day on purpose, and read a good book. Treat yourself to a coffee, tea, matcha, whatever you're drinking, or just a nice cold glass of water. And stay hydrated because it's super hot out, at least where I am. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.